till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
What a place! Always full of surprises.
I'm heading east. Let's sort of clear. Off we go. Faster. Hey, Shilonin, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanicha a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go! Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking to...
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, your seat, Lolly? Your Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age?
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but, she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really?
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
What? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggled dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's why we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a... Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the Lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the...
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring... I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you...
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Need a surfboard? Ho! Carving waves!
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kind...
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids. Living off... He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh Oh well, he's been raising... Let's follow the phlogiston
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot... here.
Whoa, Paimon...
That's right. I used a spell.
Wow, you can even shoot...
It requires a very... When I held your hand just... Anyway.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was...
What is she... but is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match... Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be...
Huh? Was that? See, Lolly's...
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite...
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Wait. Let me see. This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. We've got to... leaving such a subtle mark. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise, he'd get hit as well. How in...
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix...
Kanich told us that you...
Judging from what's left on the scene.
Do you still remember the little mark we found?
Given there are two... I'll take this direction. Auroron, what the heck were you doing?
And Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, so you were thinking the same thing. She did, Sid. If you think...
Need a surfboard?
Carving waves! I can see some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Let's ride! Did you find something? Huh. So we can't... That's weird. But he can't have just evaporated into...
So, I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, Traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe that if you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get... I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Off we go.
Look over there.
Huh? I'm on fixed.
That's Aurora.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay.
Wow. I'm going to rip...
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper.
Are you on, Mike? Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against!
No excuse for sounding.
Committed to memory. It's the fire. Woohoo!
To fulfill my duties.
Surf's up. Woohoo!
This should be fun. My duty at an end.
Hey! Nice and spicy. Woohoo!
Killjoy, we've only just begun. That I got miscalculated.
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a granny.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorn vine.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3.
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. You won't always be able—
I'm sorry,
Next time?
No, they just—
Okay.
Yes.
So—
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already
Hey! I'm no ordinary granny! Would they really dare— Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need—
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of it. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city.
Sounds good.
You're...
Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden.
Now's not the time to be—
Recite the 3.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with—
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much. Once Auroron is settled—
Oh, thank you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. Come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, Other Granny.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find... Huh? What is it? What? That captain? That Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Lali and being... Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will... We still have another whole day before the meet... Oh, please don't let this be a trap. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like...
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shit.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash, and that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself.
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, see, Molly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
Let's ride!
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. You say all the... That's irrelevant. Auroron, if you're still thinking of...
See?
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron, where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we...
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But...
I'm sorry. Auroron probably... We've got. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized.
Then let's go. We can find some.
Really? She's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out?
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns.
Sure, that's fine with us, but.
Don't worry. Let's
ride! Off we go!
Do you see two people standing by the door?
But...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind...
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention what...
Oh, so you've heard of him?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with...
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my...
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Sitlali? Sitlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name.
Granny Sitlali, you're not a monster.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and... oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find... That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's...
Did she just fall?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another aspect?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks,
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang.
You had Paimon worried.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me.
Are you feeling okay?
There's so much.
Why not?
Please.
Oh, Paimon get.
No. Huh?
Yeah. It's okay, Citlali.
I can't. Hearing me, it's just like when you're rolling.
So that,
It happens to people in Take a walk with.
looks like she's completely get.
off we go. Need a surfboard?
Let's ride.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Here?
Oh no, what do we do?
I was Let's just have.
Really?
Well, and you're right. I'm just
What? You're. Well, you.
Some are. What about.
We don't find you scary at all.
That's. I make not to brag or anything.
We believe you.
Yes, but Auroron's a special. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroron and me. Auroron's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroron's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility to turn Auroron into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroron would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroron, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sending? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But Just as he asks this question.
Wait, what?
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls. Maybe...
Traveler. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
Probably.
Hey, we're...
Good point. Friends. I like the sound.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep. Off we go. The outside. Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. I heard many areas have been attacked by the
Abyss attacked
I'll be fine. The stadium could always use more manpower. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to but I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Thank you. All right.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really... looks like a lot of... Carving way! Off we go! Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star outlander has appeared. Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole star outlander thing? Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills. Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first? The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me. What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go? I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Here.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's all right. All right, let's hurry up and talk.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlin are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's all right. We're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of the Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro-Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can... Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but... So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon.
That's a good thing. As for the captain, the intelligence officers
That's great! Sounds like...
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became... No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defense. Now Paimon's
a little worried about how people will react. All right, we should head out.
No need.
Need a surfboard?
Let's ride! 'Cause 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 'cause
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
They've all made it out. It's the Traveler and Paimon! They're here! What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too.
Need a surfboard?
Fast! Carving waves!
Stay safe. We've got this.
Amazing! Woohoo! Let's stretch, Sharky!
All right.
Crumble apart! Better ramp! Drilling down!
All right. Letting brave names echo.
Drop! Carving wave! Amazing!
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Get back!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank...
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the children. By the way, where's Seatlong?
The Masters of the Night went...
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, this is...
Time to go.
Woohoo!
Need a surf?
Let's ride!
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh.
The abyss threw a lot at it. Before...
I wasn't in charge. Still, sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable. But it was worth it.
You mean the situation in... it's impossible.
And we still don't know.
That just means we need to buy the pyro.
You really are an attorney.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for... Honestly,
It's probably because our plan is so risky. We talked to Malika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She said when it comes to Natlan survival,
I agree. Maybe life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she...
the next question is...
Yeah, and isn't... this isn't...
We still don't have enough
Let's head back then, with how many Fatui...
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own.
Want to join our garrison, Moalon?
I was just about to ask.
Count... Then you should go
Register?
Oh.
Alright. See you...
Oh, you bet...
fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was...
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
Got it.
Did you hear that?
Exactly. We could be onto something still. There was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say.
So this is where they were headed. Looks...
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage.
We still can't see anything.
More heavily guarded the location. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine.
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe?
Fine, don't believe me. You know, growing up...
All right. All right. Same plan as usual. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode?
Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like the people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place. Well, I was pretty helpful, right?
I was wrong.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more danger.
All right. If you're not... Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make a good team, don't...
What was...
Uh-oh.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collect... It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided...
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Names.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. I prepared a small gift.
My patient.
You don't need to give us anything.
I accept.
What am I...
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my... I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away.
you?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can.
Hey, it's not like I'm so.
That's what you always say. Everything's no. What if the Abyss attacks?
I won't. Triple promise.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But I'm a doctor. I guess I'd do the same for anyone trying to put
Then try to see things from my.
The two of you are.
I disagree. I understand.
Who wants to be like her? Overcome.
That's.
Okay,
Don't worry, Paimon.
Plus, we're family.
Okay, you don't have to.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really.
Plus,
Be my guest. See you later, Trap.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
Sorry for
Why do you look so...
Okay, I won't beat around.
Awesome! Just...
Hey, friends don't
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. And something that Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
I agree with your hypothesis. And Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so apparently he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus. Plus, he was...
Don't say that!
You're right. See, he's not only a Besides...
Wait, what are you...
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is and this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just... You guys know Aoife. Aoife doesn't know what... He probably suspected that I tampered with it.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can't. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique...
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the I know he thinks of me as his grandma. But do you...
That's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a gram?
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500. I don't scare that. Still, if I back away... I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we?
You... fine.
Don't worry, we're perfect.
Then I play... All right, time... Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but...
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle...
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if... By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your rat...
No, don't worry. I've already wrapped your share.
You really knew...
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadow.
Hey.
Appeared out of nowhere?
It's the Fatui. If you run into them...
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by my... I guess you're from the Fatui. The one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was... Hey!
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely...
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about...
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside the right...
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather info. However, there's no reason to overengage. Information...
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. I've never heard of him before, and now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that.
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved...
Then speak. What do you...
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to...
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise.
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyab. And the Wyab are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I say...
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect... Constructing the ley lines themselves.
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm just... Oh, I'm so... After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run... I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natland will be affected. Oh, this is...
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natland? Oh,
Yes, she needs to know about this.